They say hard work pays off. What they don't say is how exhausting it is when your entire identity is built around being the smart one. While other kids were watching movies, playing video games, or, sleeping, I was here, studying, always studying. There was always another test, another assignment, another expectation, and somehow, no matter how much I did, it never felt like enough. Because if I stopped, then who would I even be? Straight A's again. You'd think I'd be happy, right? But honestly, it felt more like a checklist than an achievement. It's not like I had a choice. I was expected to be perfect. Falling short was not an option. At school, I always had the answers. Always knew what to say, what to do, how to impress the teachers. It wasn't about being the best. It was just who I was. Or at least that's what I thought. At home, everyone was proud of me and kept telling me how amazing I was. But deep down, I felt weird, like I was playing a part in a script I didn't write. Because what if one day I wasn't amazing? What if I got a B? Or God forbid a C? Would they still say those things? Would they still look at me the same way? I wasn't sure I wanted to find. Meanwhile, while I was busy being amazing, everyone else was living, laughing, making memories, actually having fun. And me? Let's be real, no one wants to sit with a girl who only talks about homework and upcoming tests. I told myself it didn't matter, that I had bigger things to focus on. But as I sat there watching them joke around, teasing each other, planning things for the weekend, I couldn't help but wonder, had I spent so much time trying to be perfect that I forgot how to be happy? And that's when it hit me. So, in a shocking turn of events, I decided to do something completely out of character: sports, specifically basketball. Then came the school play. The school play, normally I'd be in the audience, probably taking notes on the set design instead of, enjoying it. But this time, I did something even I wasn't prepared for. I raised my hand to audition. Me, voluntarily, in front of people. At that moment, I swear I could hear my reputation crack and then painting, because clearly I was on a roll with this whole new experience thing. Let's just say my art looked like something a toddler would proudly bring home from preschool. Was I good at any of this? Absolutely not. But for the first time in a long time, I didn't care. Turns out there is something kind of amazing about being bad at things and having fun anyway. Parties weren't really my thing, but for once, I decided to show up. Big mistake? Maybe. At first, I just moved a little, nothing crazy, but the way people were staring, you'd think I just performed the magic trick. And then something weird happened. People actually talked to me like real conversation, not just about exam scores. Somewhere between the music and the laughter, I stopped thinking, stopped overanalyzing. I was just there, and for the first time, that felt good. The second I saw my teacher's face, I knew this wasn't an A kind of moment. A B and a C? I've never seen those letters on my report before, not in my grades. At home, the atmosphere was silent. My parents weren't angry, just disappointed, which honestly felt so much worse. Had I messed up, or had I finally lived? I wasn't sure which answer scared me more. I felt back to the laughter, the new experiences, the moments that made me feel alive for once. Wasn't that worth something? But then I looked at my grades, and the doubt crept back in. Could I really have both? So I found my way back to the books, but this time on my terms. No pressure, no fear, just me learning because I wanted to, not because I had to. And guess what? I kept painting. Turns out I wasn't as terrible as I thought. I finally understood that trying something new wasn't about being the best. It was about enjoying the process. Somehow along the way, I stopped sitting alone. I wasn't just the smart girl anymore. I was Helen, someone who actually had stories to share. people to laugh with, and moments that were not spent buried in textbooks. And at home, things weren't perfect, but they were better. My family still valued success, but they were starting to understand and see that my happiness mattered too. And for the first time, so did I. I spent so long trying to be perfect, I forgot to be a person. Turns out being a little messy, a little imperfect, is way more